The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
Spirit and source of life and hope, we humbly come before you seeking your presence and your guidance, because God, your people are hurting. Fear, anger, mistrust, and division infect our relationships and our communities. Violence, unrest, illness, and economic insecurity dominate far too many of our lives and of your people in need, indeed our own sisters and brothers. You are the God of all people, but your call and your compassion have always been for justice and full life for the vulnerable, the marginalized, the oppressed, and those whose needs and voices have been ignored. Open us to truly see, hear, and receive each other as gifted expressions of your own spirit, each more than worthy of our respect, compassion, and love. As this legislative body gathers, we ask for your blessings to be upon its members, their families, and the communities they represent. Bless the legislative staff and all who are a part of the important work of our government. The issues before them are extremely complex, and there are no simple or easy solutions. Guide them, gracious God, and keep them ever mindful that at the end of every debate and decision are the lives, needs, and well-being of your beloved people and your beautiful creation. Holy One, though we come from many different places with different experiences, understandings, and perspectives, unite us in our resolve to fully listen to and care for one another, and especially for the most vulnerable and marginalized among us. God bless this House of Representatives and bless this great state of Minnesota. Amen.
Amen. The chaplain for today is Reverend Kevin Schill, retired United Methodist pastor, New Brighton, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Members, please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Members, when the chief clerk calls the roll today to establish a quorum, please state your name, your location, that you are present. Members using the remote voting application should also press the green yay button when your name is called. The clerk will take the roll.
Acom,
Minnetonka, present.
Acom, Minnetonka, present. Agbadge,
Agbadge, St. Paul, present.
Agbadge, St. Paul, present. Ackland,
Ackland, St. Paul, present.
Ackland, St. Paul, present. Albright, excused. Anderson,
St. Paul, present.
Anderson, St. Paul, present. Backer,
Browns Valley, present.
Backer, Browns Valley, present. Bonner,
Maple Grove, present.
Bonner, Maple Grove, present. Barr,
East Bethel, present.
Barr, East Bethel, present. Baker,
New London Spicer, present.
Baker, New London Spicer, present. Becker Finn,
Roseville, present.
Becker Finn, Roseville, present. Bennett,
St. Paul, present.
Bennett, St. Paul, present. Berg,
Burnsville, present.
Berg, Burnsville, present. Bernardi,
Bernardi, New Brighton, present.
Bernardi, New Brighton, present. Bierman,
Apple Valley, present.
Bierman, Apple Valley, present. Bliss,
Beltrami County, present.
Bliss, Beltrami County, present. Bow, excused. Bolden,
Rochester, present.
Bolden, Rochester, present. Burkle,
Skagit Township, present.
Burkle, Skagen Township, present. Carlson,
Bloomington, present.
Carlson, Bloomington, present. Christensen,
Christensen, Stillwater, present.
Christensen, Stillwater, present. Daniels.
Daniels, Faribault, present.
Daniels, Faribault, present. Daudt. Daudt, St. Paul, present. Davids.
I've been in there twice helping them.
Davids. Davney.
Dabney, Minneapolis, present.
Davney, Minneapolis, present. Damath.
Damath, Cold Spring, present.
Damath, Cold Spring, present. Detmer.
Detmer, Forest Lake, present.
Detmer, Forest Lake, present. Driscollowski.
Driscollowski, Winona, present.
Driscollowski, Winona, present. Eklund.
Eklund, St. Paul, present.
Eklund, St. Paul, present. Edelson.
Edelson, Edina, present.
Edelson, Edina, present. Elkins.
Elkins, St. Paul, present.
Elkins, St. Paul, present. Erickson.
Erickson, St. Paul, present.
Erickson, St. Paul, present. Feist.
Feist, Minneapolis, present.
Feist, Minneapolis, present. Fisher.
Fisher, St. Paul, present.
Fisher, St. Paul, present. Frankie.
Frankie, St. Paul Park, present.
Frankie, St. Paul Park, present. Franzen. Franzen. Frazier.
Frazier, New Hope, present.
Frazier, New Hope, present. Frederick.
Frederick, Mankato, present.
Frederick, Mankato, present. Freiburg.
Freiburg, Golden Valley, present.
Freiburg, Golden Valley, present. Garofalo.
Garofalo, Farmington, present.
Garofalo, Farmington, present. Gomez.
Gomez, Minneapolis, present.
Gomez, Minneapolis, present. Green.
Green, Boston, present.
Green, Foston, present. Greenman. Greenman, St. Paul, present. Grossel.
Grossel, Clearbrook, present.
Grossel, Clearbrook, present. Grunhagen.
Gruenhagen, Glencoe, present.
Grunhagen, Glencoe, present. Haley.
Haley, Red Wing, present.
Haley, Red Wing, present. Hamilton.
Hamilton, Mountain Lake, present.
Hamilton, Mountain Lake, present. Hanson R.
Hanson R., St. Paul, present.
Hanson R. St. Paul, present. Hanson J.
Hanson J. Burnsville, present.
Hanson J.
Hanson J. Burnsville, present.
Hanson J. Burnsville, present. Hassan.
Hassan, St. Paul, present.
Hassan, St. Paul, present. Hausman.
Hausman, St. Paul, present.
Hausman, St. Paul, present. Heinrich.
Heinrich Anoka, present.
Heinrich, Anoka, present. Heinzman.
Heinzman, Nisswa, present.
Heinzman, Nisswa, present. Her, St. Paul, present. Hertas.
Hertas, Greenfield, present.
Hertas, Greenfield, present. Hollins. Hollins. Hornstein.
Ornstein, Minneapolis, present.
Hornstein, Minneapolis, present. Howard.
Howard, Richfield, present.
Howard, Richfield, present. Hewitt.
Hewitt, Rosemount, present.
Hewitt, Rosemount, present. Igo.
Igo, St. Paul, present.
Igo, St. Paul, present. Johnson.
Johnson, State Office Building, present.
Johnson, St. Paul, present. Jordan.
Jordan, Minneapolis, present.
Jordan, Minneapolis, present. Jurgens.
Jurgens, Cottage Grove, present.
Jurgens, Cottage Grove, present. Keeler. Keeler, St. Paul, present. Keel.
Keel, Hammond Township, present.
Keel, Hammond Township, present. Cleveland.
Cleveland, Plymouth, present.
Cleveland, Plymouth, present. Cagle.
Cagle, Spring Lake Park, present.
Cagle, Spring Lake Park, present. Katiza-Wattoon.
Katiza-Wattoon, Eden Prairie, present.
Katiza-Wattoon, Eden Prairie, present. Cosnick.
Osnick, Lakeville, present.
Cosnick, Lakeville, present. Creeshaw.
Resha, Falls, present.
Creeshaw, Little Falls, present. Lee.
Lee, Minneapolis, present.
Lee, Minneapolis, present. Liebling.
Liebling, Rochester, present.
Liebling, Rochester, present. Lilly.
Lily, St. Paul, present.
Lilly, St. Paul, present. Lippert.
Lippert, Northfield, present.
Lippert, Northfield, present. Listlegard.
Listlegard, St. Paul, present.
Listlegard, St. Paul, present. Long.
Long, Minneapolis, present.
Long, Minneapolis, present. Lucero.
Lucero, Wright County, present.
Lucero, Wright County, present. Lewick.
Lewick, St. Paul, present.
Lewick, St. Paul, present. Mariani. Mariani. Markwart.
Markwart, Dilworth, present.
Markwart, Dilworth, present. Mason.
Mason, Egan, present.
Mason, Egan, present. McDonald. McDonald. Mecklin.
McDonald, Delano, present.
McDonald, Delano, present. Mecklin.
Mecklen, Sherburne County, present.
Mecklin, Sherburne County, present. Miller.
Miller, Princeburg, present.
Miller, Princeburg, present. Moeller.
Moeller, Shoreview, present.
Moeller, Shoreview, present. Moran.
Moran, St. Paul, present.
Moran, St. Paul, present. Morrison.
Morrison, Deep Haven, present.
Morrison, Deep Haven, present. Mortensen.
Mortensen, St. Paul, present.
Mortensen, St. Paul, present. Mueller. Mueller, St. Paul, present. Munson.
Monson, Lincoln Township, present.
Munson, Lincoln Township, present. Murphy.
Murphy, St. Louis County, present.
Murphy, St. Louis County, present. Nash.
Nash, Waconia, present.
Nash, Waconia, present. Nelson M.
Nelson M., Brooklyn Park, present.
Nelson M., Brooklyn Park, present. Nelson N.
Nelson N., Clover Township, present.
Nelson N., Clover Township, present. New Brindley. New Brindley.
New Brindley, North Branch, present.
New Brindley, North Branch, present. Noor.
No, Minneapolis, present.
Noor, Minneapolis, present. Novotny.
Novotny, Elk River, present.
Novotny, Elk River, present. O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll, Sartell, present.
O'Driscoll, Sartell, present. Olson B.
Olson B. Elmore, present.
Olson B. Elmore, present. Olson L.
Olson L. Duluth, present.
Olson L. Duluth, present. O'Neill.
O'Neill, Maple Lake, present.
O'Neill, Maple Lake, present. Pulowski.
Pulowski, Winona, present.
Pulowski, Winona, present. Petersburg.
Petersburg, Wasika, present.
Petersburg, Wasika, present. Farr.
Farr, LeSueur, present.
Farr, LeSueur, present. Pearson. Pearson.
Pearson, Rochester Township, present.
Pearson, Rochester Township, present. Pinto.
Pinto, St. Paul, present.
Pinto, St. Paul, present. Poston.
Poston, Lakeshore, present.
Poston, Lakeshore, present. Pryor.
Pryor, Minnetonka, present.
Pryor, Minnetonka, present. Quam. Quam. Raleigh. Raleigh, St. Paul, present. Rasmussen. Rasmussen, St. Paul, present. Ryer.
Pryor, Egan, present.
Ryer, Egan, present. Richardson.
Richardson, Mendota Heights, present.
Richardson, Mendota Heights, present. Robbins. Robbins, St. Paul, present. Sandell.
Sandell, Woodbury, present.
Sandell, Woodbury, present. Sandsted.
Sandsted, Hibbing, present.
Sandsted, Hibbing, present. Schumacher.
Schumacher, Laverne, present.
Schumacher, Laverne, present. Schultz.
Schultz, Duluth, present.
Schultz, Duluth, present. Scott.
Scott, Andover, present.
Scott, Andover, present. Stevenson.
Stevenson, Coon Rapids, present.
Stevenson's, Coon Rapids, present. Sundin.
Sundin, St. Paul, present.
Sundin, St. Paul, present. Swazinski.
The home of Laura Ingalls Wilder, Walnut Grove, Minnesota.
Swazinski, Walnut Grove, Minnesota. Tice.
Ice, St. Paul, present.
Tice, St. Paul, present. Thompson.
Thompson, present.
Thompson, St. Paul, present. Torkelson.
Torkelson, St. Paul, present.
Torkelson, St. Paul, present. Erdahl.
Erdahl, St. Paul, present.
Erdahl, St. Paul, present. Vang. Vang.
Present.
Vang.
Vang, Brooklyn Center, present.
Vang, Brooklyn Center, present. Waslawick.
Waslawick, White Bear Township, present.
Waslawick, White Bear Township, present. West, excused. Winkler. Winkler, St. Paul, present. Wolgamott. Wolgamott, St. Paul, present. Zhang Jie.
Zhang J. Oakdale, present.
Zhang Jie, Oakdale, present. Zhang T. Zhang T. Joachim.
Oh man, this is going to be
Joachim Hopkins, present.
Joachim Hopkins, present. Speaker Hartman. Speaker Hartman. Davids.
David's Preston, present.
Davids Preston, present. Franzen.
Branson, St. Paul, present.
Franzen, St. Paul, present. Hollins.
Hollins, St. Paul, present.
Hollins, St. Paul, present. Mariani. Mariani. Quam.
Quam, Rochester, present.
Quam, Rochester, present. Speaker Hartman. Speaker Hartman. Zhang T. Zhang T.
The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 92nd Session, 2021, 37th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Tuesday, April 13th, 2021.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Reports of standing committees and divisions. A copy of this order of business is online. If there is no objection, the reports will be adopted. Hearing no objection, the reports are adopted. Second reading of House files.
Second reading, House File number 993.
Second reading.
Second reading, House File number 1076.
Second reading.
Second reading, House File number 1342.
Second reading.
Second reading, House File number 1684.
Second reading. Messages from the Senate.
Message from the Senate. Madam Speaker, I hereby announce the passage by the Senate of the following Senate files herewith transmitted. Senate file numbers 1284 and Senate file number 1315. The message is signed Cal R. Ludeman, Secretary of the Senate.
First reading of Senate files.
First reading of Senate file number 1284, an act relating to financial institutions. Davney moved that Senate file number 1284 and House file number 1067, now on the general register, be referred to the chief clerk for comparison.
Hearing no objection, so ordered.
First reading, Senate file number 1315, an act relating to corrections. Becker Finn moved that Senate file number 1315 and House file number 1403, now on the general register, be referred to the chief clerk for comparison.
Without objection, so ordered. Report from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration.
Winkler from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration, pursuant to Rules 1.21 and 3.33, designates the following bills to be placed on the calendar for the day for Thursday, April 15, 2021, and establishes a pre-filing requirement for amendments offered to the following bills. House File numbers 1077 and 1079.
Motions and resolutions. There are copies of the non-controversial motions at the House desk and online. If there is no objection, we will take action on these motions first. Hearing no objection, the motions prevail.
Daudt moves that House Concurrent Resolution Number 1 be recalled from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration and be placed upon its adoption.
The member from Isanti, the Minority Leader, Representative Daudt, to your motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. I bring for your consideration House Concurrent Resolution Number 1. This is a concurrent resolution that would end the governor's emergency powers. It's something we have seen 16 times before, maybe. I'm bringing it today because today is the day in which the governor will, one more time, extend his emergency powers for another 30 days. And I'll remind you that the legislature is in session. So we are here, we're here with our sleeves rolled up, we're capable and ready to do the work that Minnesotans have elected us to do. But for some reason, we fail to do it. And we continue to let the governor just act unilaterally under these emergency powers. We've been in session for 3.5 months. We have 5 weeks left. And in the last 30 days, we've done nothing on the emergency powers. Our committee, chaired by the very capable Representative Pawlowski, has not met in recent weeks. We've passed one bill out that really would have very little meaning or effect on these emergency powers. And in the last 30 days, the governor has issued 2 executive orders. One that we certainly could have taken legislative action on, which would continue to protect eligibility for essential human services programs, basically exempting some federal money. And a second one, ending some of his previous executive orders. So even he understands that some of this stuff needs to go, right? But for some reason, we can't get that hint here. The good news is that COVID is winding down. Many Minnesotans are continuing to get vaccinations, and soon we will be back to normal in this state. And I think every one of us can agree, if we take a vote here how much we wanted that to happen, it would be unanimous, right? Maybe we should take that vote, just so we can agree on something. But the reality is, it is time, it's long past time for us to roll up our sleeves and do the work that our constituents have elected us to do, to step up and to manage the response to COVID alongside the governor. That's all we're asking. This isn't about whether COVID was real or not. This isn't about whether his response was good or not. This isn't about pointing fingers. This is literally about doing the job that we were elected to do. These emergency powers exist, so when the governor needs to take action very quickly and does not have time to wait for the legislature to come back in, to have hearings, to take action, sometimes that can take, well, according to our Constitution, without suspending rules, it takes 3 days at a minimum. Sometimes the governor needs to act quicker than that. But his actions over the last 30 days have shown us that he does not need to act quicker than that. He is not acting quicker than that. But for some reason, we have failed to do anything meaningful to respond to COVID or to curb the governor's emergency powers in 3.5 months, and in what I believe was 7 special sessions leading up to this session. It's time, members. It's time. I actually don't know how we can continue to justify that we're not doing anything. It's time. Today is a good reminder that the governor is once again extending his emergency powers. His 30 days are expiring. It's time for you and for us to step up and do the job that we were elected to, period. It's time for us to manage this pandemic and the winding down of these restrictions together with the governor. It's time, members. It's time to do your job. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'd encourage members to vote for this. And I'd request a roll call vote.
There are only 10 members in the chamber, so even if they all raise their hands, there are not 15. So members, if you'd like to raise your hand for the request of a roll call, please send an email to hands@house.mn, and we'll give you a minute to do that. Or less if we get there first. There are 15 hands. There will be a roll call. Discussion to the Daudt motion. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, the governor's emergency authority allows the administration to make very fast decisions to allocate vaccines, to procure equipment, to provide spaces for vaccination sites. The emergency authority allows us to collect millions of dollars from the federal government to provide food security for Minnesotans and help farmers. And we have rising cases. This is not the time to end the governor's emergency authority. I would ask you to vote no on this motion to bring the resolution from committee to the floor.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will take the roll on the motion. Will those members voting remotely please vote? Will the clerk please call the names of those who have not voted yet?
Baker.
Baker votes aye.
Baker, aye. Berg.
Berg, no.
Berg, no. Davids.
David's aye.
Davids, aye. Davney.
Daphne, no.
Davney, no. Damath.
Damath, aye.
Damath, aye. Detmer.
Detmer, aye.
Detmer, aye. Fisher.
Fisher, no.
Fisher, no. Frederick.
Frederick, no.
Frederick, no. Gomez.
Gomez, no.
Gomez, no. Grossel.
Grossel, aye.
Grossel, aye. Gruenhagen.
Gruenhagen, aye.
Gruenhagen, aye. Hamilton.
Hamilton, aye.
Hamilton, aye. Hausman.
Hausman, no.
Hausman, no. Heinrich.
Heinrich, aye.
Heinrich, aye. Hollins.
Hollins, no.
Hollins, no. Kresha.
Kresha, aye.
Kresha, aye. Mariani.
Mariani, no.
Mariani, no. Mason.
Mason, no.
Mason, no. McDonald. McDonald.
McDonald, yes.
McDonald, aye. Moran. Moran. Nash.
Nash, yes.
Nash, aye. Pryor.
Pryor, no.
Pryor, no. Quam.
Quam, aye.
Quam, aye. Rasmussen. Rasmussen, aye. Sandell.
Sandell, no.
Sandell, no. Stevenson.
Stevenson, no.
Stevenson, no. Swazinski.
Swazinski, aye.
Swazinski, aye. Thompson.
Thompson, no.
Thompson, no. Wolgamott. Wolgamott, no. Zhang Jie.
No.
Zhang Jie, no. Zhang Ti. Zhang Ti. Moran. Moran. Zhang Ti.
Moran and Zhang Ti are excused.
Moran excused. Zhang Ti excused.
The clerk will close the roll. There being 61 ayes and 68 nays, the motion does not prevail. Announcements. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 10:30 a.m. Thursday, April 15th, 2021.
Representative Winkler moves that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 10:30 a.m. Thursday, April 15th, 2021. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that the House do now adjourn.
Representative Winkler moves that the House do now adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The House stands adjourned until 10:30 a.m. Thursday, April 15th, 2021.